Hello and welcome back to Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. Thank you very much for joining me in today's video. A quick recap of last time out. I built this. So I upgraded Attleborough's passenger station from 2 platforms over to 5 platforms, I believe. Let me just count those. 1, 2, 3, 4, yes, 5 platforms. And also added a goods yard, some gasworks, a gasometer, some sidings, a water tower. I haven't put a coaling station in. That was something that I have not done. Well, I have put a manual one in just next to the water tower, but not a proper coaling station, which I realised in hindsight, because of the elevation change between the goods yard sidings, it could be possible for me to fit that in, but I'm not going to be doing that today. So this was the last episode, and as I've previously mentioned, I have a plan for the next few episodes. So in today's episode, I'm going to be working further down this line, actually over in West Mersea and New Romney. I'm going to try to rework the entire station in West Mersea and expand or extend the station in New Romney so that I can set up an express route from Attleborough to New Romney. I am also considering extending that over to, what town is it? The town that is not connected, that has that is right on a bay or in a bay. I cannot remember the name of the town at this point in time. There is the only thing going to it is Weetabix at the moment, and apparently that is all the town needs because this is growing at a phenomenal rate, an absolutely phenomenal rate. I will show you that after the intro. I also need to set up the double tracks in certain places. I may not get all of that done today, but certainly going into that tunnel, the track on the leftmost side from where we are looking is actually just ends. There's just some buffers in the tunnel and it goes nowhere, so I do need to set that up as well. So that is part of the plan for today, but predominantly it's going to be New Romney station being expanded, not extending right the way over yet, and West Mersea's station, now not the mainline station but the other station that goes underneath, so the one that has a bunch of roads going over it and it is in a bit of a valley, or I say a bit of a valley, a bit of a gorge that I've cut through, a cutting. So it is that station that needs to be redone because it does not look quite right, and I think I now have the mods, courtesy of Mad Hatter, to be able to do them. So make sure you stay tuned and let's get started. Right, so I think the easy one to do will be New Romney, so I think I'll do that first before trying to fix this station here. I also need to start renaming them. I just need to check if there is a train in the station. There is not. Right, this is going to be the easy station to do. So yes, I should probably get on with this one. So let me go ahead and do this first. So first off, before I do anything else, I'm going to do a deletion of some assets, namely these. Just push them back all the way up to, push them back up to there. I think that is probably far enough, and then just get rid of that one little bit right there. That looks far enough. Then I'm going to need to, I've noticed that this railway actually has not been upgraded with the modern lines. No, it has. It just looks a bit strange. I'm just looking at the station. No, it has. So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to first off figure out how far this station needs to go. So it's a platform. Which platform is it? Ground platforms? No. Platforms, here we go. It's the one with crimson trim. So currently, so that is now, so each one of these is 40 meters. If you are new to the title, each one of these is 40 meters, so that will give me 160. I think 200 meters should be suitable. I really do not want extra long trains going through this. Just going to check though what Attleborough station size is. Did I do this to be 200 or 200 and more? How am I going to check this? Here we go. It's probably the best way to check. Nope, that is 200, so it's not 240 or anything like that. So that is fine. So the longest trains that will be running on this route will be 200 meters in length, whereas the longest trains running on the actual main line will be up to, I think, 240 meters in length, I think is what I've set them to. So you can get another 1 or 2 carriages in if need be. So there we go. That is fine. What I need to do is I also need to plan out another set of platforms. So what I'm going to do is have this as, so that will not be a platform, that will be a rail. This can be a rail too. That can be a platform. Hang on. If I wanted an extra platform, how far, or an extra rail, how far out can this go? It can go this far out. Now, the reason I'm thinking about this is in the case that I need to run freight. Shepton Mallet, that is the town I was talking about. And just to show you, all this is receiving is Weetabix. That is it. And I say Weetabix, obviously it's food, but it's all coming from here, and I've named this the Weetabix factory because, well, it's making cereal out of grain. So, yes, this is the Weetabix factory, which is currently overloading this particular train too. Right, I need to do something about that at some point. But you can see just how much this particular town has grown without me doing anything to it. So, yes, and I'm just going to check. Yeah, none of these roads are blocked or locked in. So I just wanted to give it its own, just let it do what it wanted to do, and that is what it has done. Not entirely keen on how it has done these things. So, yes, if I do end up working on Shepton Mallet, I will be reworking quite a bit of it. And apparently it wants to start putting some modern roads in. I'm not sure if we've reached the modern era yet. And that's a bit of a hill. Just a bit. So, yes, things are going to have to be reworked in Shepton Mallet at some point. But I'm considering running trains through New Romney over to potentially to Shepton Mallet, or also connecting up to this main line and going off to from Croydon, because what could then be done is you'll have a main line running from Attleborough, so you do Attleborough, Barnstaple, West Mersea, Lichfield, New Romney, Croydon, Batley, and then potentially, if I continue running it down, we'll do Stratford upon Avon, and then peel off this way and do Kingsbridge and have a main line terminate over here in Taunton. That is an option that I have. So I need to keep that potential open in New Romney, which means that if that was the case, these roads will end up being reworked. Or indeed, this road could end up being reworked, this section over here. But for now, I think having I think actually doing it without this one will be fine for now. And I suppose I should really remove that and that. So that gets pushed back. That gives us the 200 meter platforms that I need. Tracks for now will be 10 mile per hour tracks. Like so. I'll go ahead and remove these. Like so. In fact, I think I'm going to have to remove these further back. So push this right the way back up to there. In fact, could I just remove this one? I think this side can just be removed. Just in its entirety. There we go. Good. Maybe just remove that slightly further back too. So push this back right up to... Let's push it back up to there. There we go. That looks better. Then continue building this 10 mile per hour track. I think there's a sign somewhere that needs to be removed too. So I'm just going to check that. Did I ever put the signs up here? Oh, apparently not. Yes, I did. There they are. 40 and 25. Both of those can be removed. Good. So at least that bit is now complete. What I will then do is hook up a 40 mile per hour track up to this platform and a 40 mile per hour track and see how it connects up to that platform. So it does that. Okay. Then we'll do, let me think. If I do this and this and this, oops, no, and this and this, how does that look overall? Interesting is the term I would use for how that looks. Not great. Not great at all. The other option is if I had the two go to the closer rails and have them peel out slightly further. That is another option. This isn't the worst. It certainly isn't the worst. But it isn't the best. Let's try that again. No harm in trying again. There we go. And back to the 40 mile per hour track. This time to the inside. 40 mile per hour track to the inside. And then from here, that connection, from here, that connection, that looks a little better. There, and it's a little too far, 37, 38. Probably will need to make an adjustment to that. That looks better. That does look a little bit better. A little bit more compact. Better use of the bits in the middle. Terrain tools can now go ahead and smoothen this bit out. Do some smoothing. good. In this whole area. There we go. Good. Still isn't great. Oh, I suppose what I could do is I can do this. There we go. I have no idea what use this would be in the middle, but no, that looks terrible. Get rid of it. All I'm going to do is paint it with the colour of the ballast. There we go. Done. Okay. So that part of New Romney is completed. All I now need to do is finish off these canopies, passenger buildings and canopies. Yes, all of this needs to be done. Can I add another one? Well, that looks exactly the same as that, which isn't the greatest. Let's try and do something a little different. No, I think something smaller would be better. I said smaller and then I'm going for that. Or hang on. Oh, that would be ideal if it would work. But what I could do is put this a little bit more in the middle. Yes. So if I put this in the middle, it completes with a clock. Well, it's roughly in the middle. It isn't perfect because of how the platforms are. Can I get that better? Can I make that better? No. Okay, so for some reason, the way the dots are on this does not quite line up to... So I want it in the middle here, but that doesn't quite work. Not to worry. I could put little shelters here. Why did I never think of that? Why have I never considered using this? They look very useful. I may need to use that somewhere. Where are the buildings I'm looking for? Here they are. There we go. That looks a little nicer. And then lastly, I think a footbridge could be worth it, but I need to, not fence and wall, miscellaneous. Not miscellaneous, apparently. Where would it be? This isn't part of the platforms, is it? No. Underground. Anything part of this? No. Canopy. There they are. And then pop the right canopies on. This time now extending much further down the track. Like so. There we go. Okay. So that is New Romney completed with its new bits. What I'm going to now do is, because this is an active station with trains coming in and out on all, could come in and out on all the platforms, unlike Attleborough, I'm now going to put this signage in on all of these. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And it's 40 miles per hour out the other end. 40, 40, 40, and 40. Signals can be placed. Right, signals at the end of the platform, or... Actually, that isn't too bad. Now, when they announced Transport Fever 3, I do very much hope that they have distance signals working properly. because that would be really quite good. And a signal right here. There we go. That looks pretty reasonable. Good. I'm also just considering, just thinking about what to do with this bit of fence. If anyone has any ideas about the fence, please do let me know. So, New Romney is now a bigger station. Just looking just a little bit better. Nothing too severe. Not a very big change, just a simple expansion, which is good. Very good. Good and easy. Right, let's continue playing that, making sure everything is running absolutely fine, which it is. Double tracking is going to be interesting when we get to it. Now what I need to do is make sure that there is nothing in the vicinity of West Mersea, which currently there is. So let's get this train through. Okay, who are you and what do you want? Because you are certainly in the wrong spot. I mean, yes, this is a good test for whether the railway's single track railway works, but why are you here? Take a screenshot of it though, because this might be the only time we ever see a freight train on this track. I just have absolutely no idea why it is here. I assume this is heading to Lichfield. Yes, but it should be heading over this. No, wait, what is this pink? What is this pink track? Why are you doing that? Wait, what? Wait a minute. What? Why is that? Right, I have something I will have to sort out at some point. Anyway, back to West Mersea. Get this train out of here. One train's left on that side. There doesn't appear to be anything else coming in. I just need that train to be cleared. I think that is going to have to do. I'm going to have to make some adjustments here as best as possible. You need to get out of here through the tunnel. As soon as you are clear of the tunnel, that should be all right. How far are you down the line? Still taking your own sweet time. Right, that will have to do. Let's go ahead and pause and start reworking this entire station. So, I'm going to take a screenshot of this because this is going to be a big change. So I'll go ahead and do that. Take the screenshot. And now go ahead and delete the station. On top of deleting the station, I need to delete that. I need to delete probably that entire approach. I need to delete that. I need to delete that and that. And this is where it is going to be quite difficult. I'm going to delete that because this might mess up, which you can see. Although, now I've effectively learnt how to make a bridge without a bridge. That is how you make a bridge without a bridge. Excellent. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put in a passenger station, and I'm going to use just generic halt. Yes, I'm going to use a generic halt with a platform length of 120 meters. And then what I need to do is I need to somehow drop this entire station. So to drop the station, I'm going to have to do that. Now, the best way for me to do this, actually, there is going to be a better way. I think I need to bring the station about 10 meters down. So this is currently at 68.8, 68.9, 68, 67.9, 69.6. So it's about an average of about 68.5 in this area. So what I need to do is I need to somehow get something steep enough that it brings this down. There we go. To 58. Right there. And then leave that at 58. So I'm going to do that and then that. Roughly. I'll then try to... This is going to be a little bit difficult, but there, that should all stay at roughly 58. Now check that. 57.9, 57.9. So what I need to do is use this. Wait, no. Select, no. What have I done? Now I want to select this one. Turn it around. There we go. Do that, that's it. Ramp equalizer, do that. There we go. That flattens that bit. Now what I need to do is use the terrain tool to level this area. And this is going to be a lot more difficult than perhaps it seems. There we are. Good. Now, this is not a mainline station. Even if it's running through here, we are not going to have express trains stopping. In fact, I've noticed express trains just do not stop in West Mersea, which is really odd because you would expect an express train to stop here as a potential, but they all stop in Ely instead. That is where they stop instead of West Mersea, even though West Mersea is pretty large. So I may have to do something regarding that. But certainly this one, we are not having things stop in West Mersea for this. Right. Now, the reason I have to do it this way is, unlike the original Transport Fever, in Transport Fever 2, if you remove a road, it resets what the terrain was like in that area. Okay, so now this has been dug out. I can now place this station. Now, I'm going to place this station about, about here, even though it isn't going to quite end up being there. So I'm going to place the station right there, and then I'm going to start doing some configuration of this station. So the first thing I want to do is remove the rails and put better rails in. So the tracks that I'm going to place in this is going to be, let's put 75 mile per hour tracks in here. And there are going to be tracks up to there. So it's going to be 4-track. But that platform is, no, the platform is fine. Then I'm going to get rid of the platform. And I'm going to place a new platform. And the platform I'm going to place is probably going to be a King's Cross style platform. Just to see what happens. So there we go. That is West Mersea station now. On top of that, I'm then going to place, and you may have already seen it, is if we go up to passenger buildings or platforms? It's something Mad Hatter stuff, as I've mentioned before. Mad Hatter platforms. So that's it. There we go. I'm going to place this and see what this does. So this is a 120. Oh, could I place this in the middle? That would be really cool if I could do that. If that works. So I can do that. And that. So if this works the way I want it to work, what I should be able to do is put a road from here right across. Right, is that because of the bus stop? It is because of the bus stop. I'll remove the bus stop, and I'm just going to move the bus stop along temporarily, just so nothing bugs out. Bus stop. Bus stop can now go there. There we are. Okay. Back to the streets. Here we go. Is that correct? I think that might be. I honestly think that might be correct. Be very careful about what is going on here, though. Not great. Is great? No, also not great. I'll have to figure something out. Potentially could work. It isn't quite right, but there is potential there. I suppose there's also potential for these. So it's just we're going down the stairs. I'll just leave it like this just for now. So what we now have is a connection through the middle. Yes, we have a connection through the middle. I do not like the way that bridge is working, though. There has to be a better way to do this. There probably is a better way to do this, but like I can split it and do something in the middle with this and all sorts. But there we are. So now we have this platform, and it is still a single platform. It is how long? 120 meters long. So I could, if I really wanted to, extend that by another. I think making it 160 meters long perhaps is a little much. So I could extend it if I so wished. And I'm going to place whatever track. This is currently 40 mile per hour track. Just going to place that in here and here, because this is where the express lines are going to run. And for the non-express lines, they will, from here, yep, they'll do this and this. There we go. I could potentially push that a little further back and give them a little bit more of a run. I might do that. Give them a bit more of a run and get rid of that 40 sign. How much further back can I push these? Can I, for example, do them from here? Would that be suitable? Yes. That will work. That will definitely work. Then that goes there and that goes there. There we are. Gives them a little bit on that side, and then similarly, and this is where things are going to be a little bit more awkward, as you can see. So what I'm going to have to do is potentially twist this tunnel a little more. So I'm going to make an attempt to twist the tunnel, and for that I'm going to have to really drop that tunnel depth, and let's try and go here. And I know it tunnels all the way through, but that's okay, because what I want it to do is, if I leave it, in fact, if I leave it tunneling all the way through and do that and that, that tells me where I need the tunnel to stop, which is about here. No, wait a minute. Connect that up to there. Yes. And then do that. Yep, there we go. That tells me where I need the tunnel to stop. So the tunnel is going to end right here. There we are. And from here, wait, stop. From here, I'm going to do that. And from here, I'm going to do that with no tunnel. Build it anyway, because we'll sort it out in a moment. Oh, that doesn't look terrible. It doesn't look great, but it doesn't look terrible. What I'm going to do is extend this road to here. There we are. That works quite nicely as the right road, though. There we are. That works very nicely, in fact. Not a big change overall. And then do the exact same thing I did on the opposite side to this side. There we go. So, that is not as neat as I wanted it to be. Can I make that neater somehow? Hang on. Please tell me there's a way to make that at least a little neater. No. Yes. That is a little neater. Okay, good. I'm not 100% keen on this. Maybe what I will do is do this the opposite way. So get rid of that, instead of doing that, I'm going to put this one on, yes, this side, and this one on, not that side, I want it in the middle. Can I not put it in the middle? Oh, well, that's a bit annoying. Might be because there's a road in the way. Let's try that again. Put this one on this side, sure, and then put this one on... No. I want it there, but... Oh, it did it. It did it for a minute. Why does it not like... I did see it for a second. It popped up. No, it just wants that one. Why? Let's have a look. Oh, because there are only three options, and I've taken the middle one with that. Okay, so I could instead... Right, because I've taken the middle one with that, I cannot take the middle one with that. So I could just have one entrance for this. It could just be a single entrance, which will be on... Let's do it on the opposite side. There. I could do that. And in the exact same fashion, build that, although try to make it a little closer at least. There we are. There we go. That looks better. In fact, what I could do is probably put some fake arches or something in somehow to give it more of a realistic look. That doesn't... I mean, it doesn't look bad. It's just not quite right, as it were. And this arch is in the wrong spot. That is the other issue. Yes, those arches are in the wrong spot. Like, if I manage to get these arches in the right spot, that would be good. Okay, an idea. We'll just use one of these. It is, if I can use a green one of those, that one probably matches the design. Oh, but the rest of my design is not that colour. Right. That's also another thing I do need to take into account. Well, what colour? The rest of the design is all this colour. So I will need to take that into account. So let's do that for now, and then I will place another one. I'm going to place another street in. Because there used to be two streets here, so I'm going to try and put the two streets back. Just to keep it as original as it was. There we are. So that looks parallel. Okay, that has not been as difficult as I thought it might be. And is this still an active station? It is. This is still an active station. Now, all I need to do is get the two-track approach working. So what is the problem with this? It wants platform 1 all the time. That is the problem. So it really should be platform 2 that way. There we go. And freight, I have no idea what this freight line is doing, so I'm going to have to figure something out with this freight line. I think there's some sort of issue where it cannot get over onto this. I think that is the problem. In fact, there we go. That very much is the problem. It just cannot get over. So somehow I'm going to have to make some sort of adjustments here where it allows it to get over to that line, because otherwise we are taking quite a trip. yes, we are going to be taking quite a trip instead of up along this. So I think with that, oh, if only there was a better way to solve this. If anyone has a better option for this, please do let me know. But with that, I do think it is time to end this video. In fact, I've got just a little bit of time left. I'm just wondering whether I should start looking at double tracking areas that really will need to be double tracked. So, for example, this should remain single track. I think this bit here is clearly a single track railway. Beyond that, this probably all needs to be double tracked. This will all need to be double tracked. All of this bit is already double track. Yes, this bit is already double track. All the way up to here it is double track. Then it goes back to single track. And then we have a little bit of double track on the bridge and then single track all the way along here. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. Just to finish off this video, I'm going to double track a small section, which is going to be this section of railway. So from here, what is the current speed? That is what I need to know. It's 40, isn't it? Let's see if increasing the speeds of this to 75 is worth it. For the express train, that might be worth it. So I'm going to track this at 75 and we'll work on upgrading the other line in the future. So this will be 75. That's, oh, well, that apparently is 5 miles per hour. That will explain why nothing wants to use that. I need to make an upgrade of that very, very quickly. And we are going through the forest. I could probably put another sawmill or something here. This is getting very close to the hedges too. So I'm going to have to do something about that. And then up to here. Then what I'm going to do is just join that onto that. And join this one from there onto there. There we are. That should be a very smooth journey now, or a very smooth run. Currently that's on the wrong side, but that's all right. Things will sort themselves out fairly soon. Yes, things should sort themselves out fairly quickly. So let's just start running that. And what is going to happen now? You are still going to wait, which is fine. You are going to wait because you need to get yourself on the right side, which it's going to be a little bit of time, but you can get yourself back on the right side. Right there are signals to hold it. And then if I go to upgrade this to 40, let's get this upgraded correctly. Will that... Oh, come on. Bridge upgrades are a bit tiresome. There we go. Will that rearrange? No, it is still a problem. Oh, you are now moving. Why are you moving? Shouldn't you be the one moving? Right, well, we are going to have a little bit of confusion. That's all right. Let me see if I can fix this too. just before the end. So it's probably just platforms. I just want to know that one and that one only. So is it line manager? Train lines only. Ones I can see only. West goods. That's the one I want. There we go. Here's our issue. Here is our issue. So let me figure this out. So instead of it going that way, I need it to only stay on these platforms up here. That is what I need. So West Mersea North, platform number... That's... Which one's West Mersea? Hang on. No. West Mersea marshalling along. Here it is. Platform number... Take platform 1, please. That'll just stop. It'll sort itself out in a minute. Platform 1 or 2, not those. Platform 1, 2, 3, 4. Why can it not take those ones? Why is that a problem? Now you should be able to do that. Oh, potentially I need to put a crossover here. Right here. Okay. Potentially. Back to that one. Okay. Do that. Back to this. We are going back to platform 1. With these being switched off with 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, where is the issue? West Mersea marshalling along, so north. Here we go. What appears to be the problem? It says it can't take 3 and 4. Okay, so from here, platforms 3 and 4 are inaccessible. But from everywhere else, it's fine. So, in fact, I'm going to say select platform 3 for that. There we go. Not ideal. That is not ideal, but I guess I'm going to have to figure something out just here. This area will have to be reworked in order for that to be improved. And now, if we look at the route, it should not be going this way. No, apparently it still is. Why are you doing that? No, it isn't. It's nowhere near. It's over here. There we go. Sorted. Sorted. That is exactly as I want it. The only thing that I need to change is I need to place a signal right here so that it knows it can take 2 ways. There we go. Much, much better. Okay. Does that look like 200 meters? I actually don't need that crossover. Oh, autosave. Right. Whoops. But with that, it is going to be time to end today's video. So thank you very much for watching. Please remember to click on the like button if you like this video. Subscribe to the channel for more videos on Transports Fever 2, the UK modded series. Leave a comment in the comments box below, letting me know what you think. Come on, autosave. There we go. Any suggestions you might have? I'm just concerned about that backwards bit there. Why is it doing that? No idea. Absolutely no idea. I'm assuming there is a crossing missing somewhere. I think it is. I think it is this crossing here that is missing. So I'm just going to do that as well. If you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon. Link in the description box below, as are links to my social media and Discord server. Yes, that is the crossing that is missing, and it is because... Okay. Can I somehow get this working? This is going to be a tough one. Yep, this is going to be a tough one. Because that is a station. Rubbish. Okay. I'll figure something out with that. I'm sure I can work something out eventually. But yes, if you can do so, please do consider supporting me on Patreon. Link in the description box below, as are links to my social media and Discord server. That is all from me. I'll just need to grab a thumbnail for today's video, which is not this one. But that is all from me. I'll see you next time in Transports Fever 2, where the next thing on my list, I believe, is to turn one of the freight yards into a proper goods yard. So I might go ahead and do that. I do need to rework Barnstable as well at some point, because this is going to end up being a bottleneck as a station, unfortunately. So when I do have the express route running, that is going to be a bottleneck. But that is all from me. I'll see you next time in Transport Fever 2 with some more work going on. But this can... I think I've already taken a thumbnail for this, but I'll take another with a train in the platform and a little bit more detail around it. So there we go. I'll see you next time for some more Transport Fever 2 UK modded series line work.